Hi everybody, welcome back. It's day 3 of our devotions looking through the book of Ephesians. Today we're looking at Ephesians chapter 1 verses 17 to 19, which read, I keep asking that the God of our Lord Jesus Christ, the glorious Father, may give you the spirit of wisdom and revelation, so that you may know him better. I pray that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened, in order that you may know the hope to which he has called you, the riches of his glorious inheritance in his holy people, and in his incomparably great power for us who believe. I don't know about you, but I often feel like I don't know exactly what to pray. It's part of why I think it's easy for us to pray for people when they're sick, right? Because there's this clear, tangible, physical thing that we can pray here. But I think that Paul in these verses gives us a beautiful template for how we can pray for others. So the first thing he does is he prays that the Christians in Ephesus would know God. Paul realizes that knowing God is an essential part of the Christian life. When you aren't sure what else to pray for, pray that you might know God. Pray that you would know God and that God would reveal himself to you. Pray for the very transformation of your mind through the knowing of who God is. But Paul realizes, right, that we're not just brains on a stick. He realizes that we're people with hearts, and that part of knowing God is not just this intellectual thing, but it's a heart matter. And so one of the things that Paul prays for the Christians in Ephesus is that the eyes of their heart would be opened. It's one of the things that we can pray for. God, open my heart so that I might learn to love you with all that I am, with all of my mind, but also with all of my heart and all of my strength. And the last thing Paul prays for is he prays for hope. He knows that it's easy to lose hope. Here he is in jail writing this, and he's still got hope, right? In our broken world, in our broken lives, we can lose sight of the hope that is ours in Jesus. And so Paul prays that the believers in Ephesus would be reminded of the hope that is theirs to claim and to take hold of. So as you go about your day, I invite you to pray like Paul. Pray that you might know God with your mind, pray that you might know God with your heart, and pray that you might be filled with hope. And then go and share that hope with others. So if you have time, I invite you together as a group to think about these questions. What things do you most often pray for? And how is that similar or different to what Paul prays for in this passage? Thanks for listening.